Okay, we're back. We're gonna leave off on this thing the other day. Back window stuff. We're gonna try to make a back window fit. This is the driver's side. This is the one that is not welded on there on the car yet. So we're working on this one because it's easier than me crawling my fat ass through the car to work on the other side. It's already tack welded in place. So let me show where I'm cutting on this thing, and then we'll see what we're gonna do to make the back glass stay in the door, the quarter here. Let me see what we got going on. Okay, so this is the back window where I was talking about the other episode there, whatever you call it. And there's my marks. I'm gonna cut the back of the door off right there, make all that level for that window to fit in. And we're open through the door, which is the piece of the door itself. And we're noticing that shape of the new window follows the top lip of this perfectly. So we're gonna cut this lip off and put some flat stock in here from this, I can get my phone in there, from this mounting surface right here, all the way across up to where the butchery starts, where they hack that thing up, to test fit the glass to that to support it. A lot easier to work on this door than that one, because that one's already tack welded in the car, so I have to crawl through here every time. Works out pretty handy. I can take the door off or the quarter off the car right now. So let's get working on this. Let me set this up and see what we got going on. We'll see if we can make this work today. Do a little quick one here. Let's get, there we go, something like that. Can you see? There we are. Okay, let's take this off here. This is why I left the door latched in place. Pretty easy to remove it. Glass where it'll hold it up in there. The top fits pretty neat. Put this right here. Okay. And you can see how butchered up this is. I don't know if they used a sledgehammer and a chisel when they cut this off that wagon, but that's what we're gonna do. These are those holes I was talking about welding up, and someone suggested leave them there and urethane them shut, which is probably what I'm gonna do. We're gonna build in here to hold the glass. So let me get going on this. Okay, let's, I'm gonna cut this lip off of this. That's gonna make that track go, I think. I don't know. I'll tell you here in a minute if it works out. So that's where our glass is going to sit on there. There's a flat strap in there against the rocker piece. Let's run to the hardware store and grab a piece of window. Let me set the window up there and see how it fits. Hang on a second. Okay, let's see how this fits to this. Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking. Maybe a little hammer that down with the flatter right there. Pin it up, probably cut the door apart. That works out pretty nice. So we're in the hardware store, get some metal. Let's see if we can't make that work out. Try and lift stuff without dropping it. All right. I'm gonna run to the store. I'll be back shortly. Okay, we're back. I think sound on. Hello, test. Can you hear me? Good enough. Okay. This is the top of the back door of the 4-door. This is going to be our top part for the window here. So let's slide over here and show where I'm going to cut on this to use this piece. This piece comes completely off, slices that off. This is going to cut right through there somewhere. I'm not sure yet. My marks safely marked, so I got to cut back a little further. I'm going to have to use this piece to fix that post like I did the other side. If you have a decent post from a 4-door or a 2-door, you don't need this piece, but I'm going to have to use it because mine's pretty beat up. Let me show you where this is going over here. Just a second here. Let me grab the camera so we can show you here. I think you can see right there. Let me know if you can't see. You can move one way or the other if you can't see very good. Okay. So this we can cut off right there to follow that curve. And then this we cut off right there somewhere because this is going to become this piece. Because this is so butchered up, hacked up, and full of split screws. So we're going to splice this in right there somewhere, and down here like I did on the other door, and then this becomes completely cut off, like that side was. So we'll get hacking on this, and we'll see how this turns out. Hopefully it turned out as good as that side did. So far we're learning as we're going, and it's getting better as we go along here. Let me move this back over here so you can watch this progress. And it's a little bit better. There we go. All right. So we get a saw. That'll work right there. Grab a sawzall here. All right. So we can cut this thing up. Good enough for just a rough cut there. And then this one, I'm gonna cut right there. So this will be the top of that back post area. And this cut I need to make a little nicer because this will be a one-time little cut. Let me get a depth wheel. Let me get a depth wheel to cut that one with. Hang on a second. I can put it away and I can't find it. Spin around here. Follow that same line all the way down if I can. Wheels probably not gonna be long enough. Nope. I'm gonna do a little air saw to finish that up with. I can get it all the way through there. Let me spin you back around here, hang on. There we are, something like that. Okay. So this is now going to be the top piece. Goes in there. Now we're going to change this up a little bit when we put that piece in. That'll be our next step. So we'll clean this edge up a little bit and you put a little filler underneath there. I'll show you when I get to that point. And the rest of that's in the trash there. All right. So we're on to this piece now. This is the post, the B post, I guess you call it. Yeah, B post. So let me get started on that one. All right. So we're gonna make this the same as we did the other side of the car. We measured up 1 3/4 inches from the bottom of our trim hole right here up to there. So they'd be even from side to side. So I already marked that one. Use my super duper high-tech marking tool here. So I can make these posts the same length on the other piece. Let me spin this over here now, so I can see what we're looking at. And a little bit better. I'll zoom in. There we go. A little bit more. There we are. Okay. So we got our same trim hole on there is what we're going by. So we're gonna cut this off where our mark is on the paint stick. Put it in the hole, mark it all the way down. I'm gonna go a little longer. That's when I need to cut that off. That's why I'm gonna splice this to that one. And we get slicing on this and see what happens. Let's see here where my air hose goes. Let's spin around here. Okay. Measuring tool. Make sure nothing on fire behind us. Saw to finish it up with here. You could probably use a Sawzall on this, but I don't want to mess it up too bad. All right. There we are. Okay. Spin around again here. So that's going to become just the outer skin. I'm going to keep the outer edge. This is a factory 2-door post, so I don't want to mess this up or this up. So we're going to slice the skin off of it right here, leave the pinch weld on there, so it's thicker to weld to this side. Then splice it right there to there. And then this gives us our curve that we're missing, where this one had been hacked off some point in the 50s or 60s. So get rid of that. All right. Let's see what around the next part is here in just a second. Okay, so we've got this piece cut off and sectioned back into the actual 2-door post that we had, and got rid of all this monkiness that was going on where they had put self-tapper screws and stuff on that 2-door wagon I started with. So you can see we've sliced that up through there. Got a few tack welds for right now. And then this is the shape's gonna be wrong here, but when we put this up here, that will follow our shape. So we will cut this at the angle right there. That'll give us the curve we need to fudge that along. I did that on the other side over there. It turned out really pretty nice. I was kind of worried about how I was gonna make that work on the other side, but we cut it kind of at a fish mouth or an angle right there, whatever you want to call it, and then put that top piece in. So we'll get that going on. And I forgot to show you guys what I was doing on this metal here for the window. Let me grab a light here and put it in here so I can get something that you can see. Hang on, there we are. Okay. So we took some flat strap and put down in here. Hang on, I'm blinding you guys, hang on. Can you see better now? There we are. So we just tack welded some flat strap in here and followed this shape all the way down and across. We haven't welded it in solid yet. We're just leaving this side open for right now. We'll put a few tack welds in there when we finish all this in. But that's what the glass is going to sit on. And then it'll follow up that track. And we'll have this cut off, and there'll be our other piece here. So let's get moving on this piece, make some progress today. Okay, so we got this cut off at an angle, kind of marked up. Let's see how we cut this one up there. No really good way to measure this. Eyeballing it. We left our little door stop in here to space us out on this piece. And so we got here. Well, we missed that one by a 1/4 inch, didn't we? Okay. You know it'd fail somewhere. So we got a pretty healthy little gap there that we didn't anticipate. Let me back up and punt a second. So we can do, let me put my redneck Zeus fastener in here real quick. Let's see how far off we really are. Okay. Well, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So we'll put a couple tack welds on that and weld that up and twist it this direction, make sure it lines up straight with everything. I think it'll work. I can make something of it. Throw a couple tack welds in there real quick. Turn the welder on here. Left-handed. Come on. It's hard to hold it in 2 hands. Nope, not happy with that either. Hang on a second. We gotta do something different here. Take that up there. Hang on a second. Get that little piece of slag off there. Let me find the right tool. Or a tool. That's the right tool. There we are. I think. this again. Dang it. Burned a hole in a brand new shirt. Never fails. Hard to do left-handed. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Some more tacks in there. Come on here. Auto darkening eyeballs look pretty good for that one. So you're tasting it, burnt my shirt up. I knew better. Okay. Well, let's pull this off here. Weld that up nicely. Grind that down. We'll weld this up and grind this down. And then we will set this up and ground down. Don't want to tack it in there yet. Let's test fit our glass one more time. Okay, so we got this all booger welded together. That's pretty nasty looking since we had such a gap to fill. Luckily I got a grinder to finish that up. I was getting going, tacking along this pretty nicely, and then John called and said he wants to finish lifting that body off the D500 he's making a ramp truck out of, or whatever he's doing there. So we're gonna go help him, and that goes up there, weld that up like I talked about. We're about done with this side, on the outside anyway, then we'll go back to the inside. A lot of work done on the inside that no one ever seems to show. So let's go dismantle a 60 model Dodge 2-ton truck. See what happens here. I want to keep going. I'm dumping all. Come on, dump it. Dump it. Yeah. Use that small block to block it up. That's it, dump. Oh, there we go. You're gonna start dumping shit out. Yeah. Little sawzall work to finish the stuff that wasn't undone. And then they'll test the strength of everything else as we go up. Right, now we're going up. We're golden, man. Get that. Why you want to put that? That's old. Don't get the highlight. Going back down. I'm back at it right now. Think it's clear? Yeah. Back part, you want that back part.
good. Good. It looked like it hit something over there. Now we're good.
Clear of everything now, isn't he?
Yeah.
We gonna roll the chassis to the body? You gonna roll the chassis to the cab, or bring the cab to the body?
Yeah, we're gonna bring the mountain to Mohammed.
Who what?
Something. Yeah, whatever.
Okay, whatever.
We're gonna bring the cab to the truck. Gotta get a video. And thanks for pushing the video button.
That's how most Dodges are. You got to push them a while.
This ain't gonna be the first time we push it. You know that, right? That might work right there. That'll just roll to the top and look right there.